everybody, what's going on today? Welcome to the channel. We're back today with another MLB The Show 19 video, and it's a good one here. You can see the matchup here on the screen right now. It is yeah, I did some damage. We'll leave it at that. But you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe. I mercy ruled this team. This is he's got a great squad, man. He really does. All signature series cards. Walter Johnson on the mound. But it felt good because that Walter Johnson card failed for me so miserably. To destroy him the way I do is pretty crazy here. So I'm going to show you guys almost the entire game, or maybe just the entire game here, because obviously it's a mercy rule. It doesn't go the full 9 innings. But congratulations to the Washington Nationals. Congratulations to the Astros for making it to the World Series and everything as well. No hard feelings to any Astros fans out there, I hope. I'm a Rangers fan, guys. I had to root against you guys. I'm sorry. I really am, but I just had to. So, but yeah, you guys make sure you get your comments in on this video here for entries into the autograph giveaway for the Adrian Beltre card and the Adrian Beltre autograph card number 3 of 9, and it is valued at over $300. The second place winner will receive an Al Kaline autographed card right there. I believe it's 11 of 15 is the number on that one. So it's a really awesome card there too. Also, make sure that you guys go and check out those Call of Duty videos from the other day. You can get entries on those as well into the giveaway. So don't think that just because it's not baseball that you can't get entries. Any videos that post on the channel between now and the time we reach 1,000 subscribers, you can gain entries on. So the more entries you get, the better chance you have to win. You must be subscribed also. You got to be subscribed to the channel. I mean, of course. But yeah, make sure that you get your entries in. And without further ado, man, here is the matchup. You guys sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, so here we go. We got the matchup against the Humpback Whales there, as I believe the team was called, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, the Detroit Humpback Whales. He's 134 and 101, so not a bad record by all means. But yeah, man, it's pretty interesting, man. He tries to offer me the friendly quit right here, and I'm like, bro, you got an all signature team, like, Walter Johnson on the mound. You didn't want to face the Garrett Cole. I used the Garrett Cole last weekend on the stream on Saturday, and he got in some trouble early for me. I ended up winning the game, as you guys, a lot of you guys saw, but wanted to go back and try to use him again and see how he goes here. So, but he pitches fairly good here in this game. Like I said it then, and I'll say it again now. I find that he will probably be most effective on Hall of Fame difficulty. So once you get to Division Series and higher, because I just don't think on All-Star he's as difficult to pitch. His pitches don't have as much movement because of the arm angle, and I think he'll be a little bit easier to hit. But yeah, that's so he gives up the single here. We get the first out pretty easily. And then he gives up the single to Kaline here. And then he's got Lou Gehrig at the plate right now. And you guys can tell, like, I've been giving up a lot less home runs here in the last few games that I've been playing in MLB The Show, which is nice because the home runs have been coming at a fast and furious pace lately for a lot of us. Keeping the ball down, man. Keeping the ball down in the zone and going with a lot more off-speed pitches. And if you guys remember last week, I did the pitching tips videos, the 3-part series on how to throw pitches, what pitchers to use as far as starters go, what pitches to use or pitchers to use as far as relievers go, or types of pitchers. They don't have to be the exact pitchers, but types of pitchers, and then also where to locate pitches and every pitch type. So, but it seems to be working out quite well for me so far. So Gehrig gives this one a little bit of a ride out there into the outfield, but Willie Mays is able to track it down very nicely there. So that works out pretty good, man. Thank goodness. All right, so Walter Johnson. I told everybody this card is the easiest card to hit. There's something about his release point that just gives his pitches away. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know. He tips them so bad. But yeah. So he comes inside there, and this guy right here, look, I don't mind if somebody wants to spam the same pitch over and over again. But if it's not working for you, stop doing it, man. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. So Ichiro gets the leadoff single there. This guy just keeps spamming fastballs. Like, it was mostly fastballs the entire game. And so I go ahead and take second base. I started to. And somehow I was able to make it back. I got kind of lucky right there. I guess it was because Ichiro actually slipped and fell. It was one of those kind of steals. And then Alomar hits a line drive that the shortstop should have caught but didn't. And we actually get in with a double and move the runner up to third right there. You could kind of tell where the ball was hit. I was going to be safe at both bases. And then so I've got runners on second and third with nobody out. Lou Gehrig steps to the plate, and Gehrig just smashes one into the outfield on the first pitch right there. Drives it because he keeps throwing those, fastballs. So now I got a runner at second base. I got Willie Mays up. Haven't gotten out yet. Every hitter that stepped to the plate has hit the ball pretty well. So Willie comes up here. He's got the 1-1 count. I'm taking that one-step lead there with Willie. I'm trying to just kind of blast one, and he comes inside and hits me. I'm like, all right, man. He's having a hard time controlling Walter Johnson right now. And when Walter's in the stretch, oh my gosh, the windup is just... he just grooves everything. Look at this. Griffey just hammers a 3-run bomb right there, and I was going for the home run too. I just figured he might throw something right down the middle. So 3-run bomb right there to Junior. So yeah, man, it's already 5-0. Quick out to a quick start here in the first inning, man. Craziness. So Francisco Lindor comes up right now. This is the new finest Lindor. He's hitting a ton for me. I love this card. He's been insane, man. The defense has been great. Everything's great. It's everything I wanted from this card, so it's been awesome. I apologize if you guys can hear my cat possibly meowing in the background while I'm recording this video. He meows incessantly in the mornings like crazy. Orange cats, man, that's what they do. So he got the 2-2 count now here to Lindor. Already 5-0 off of Walter. I can't believe he hasn't paused and gotten the bullpen going here at this point. Like, I mean, it was 5-0 in the first. I'd already be thinking about taking the starter out for sure. So Lindor then drives one Oppo Taco right there, man. Not a home run, but we'll take it. Able to get the double because he falls down in center field. This guy was getting really bad animations throughout this game, so I'm not really sure exactly what was going on there. And then George Brett comes up here, lines out there to second base. So he does go ahead and make that out. And then Pudge comes up here, the 8-hole hitter in the first inning. There was a first pitch strike down the middle. And so I go ahead and decide to steal third with Lindor because I'm like, man, if I can get out to a 6-run lead, I'm going to do it, man. I'm not going to stop, you know. Throws one in the dirt here. Yeah, if you guys get a lead on an opponent, you guys know how much home runs can come in this game. Just go for it, man. Just keep going for it. So Pudge hits one over his head. He gets another horrible animation out there in right field. And Pudge gets the double here to drive in Lindor from second base. So that was nice. I thought Pudge was going to lean off the base just a little bit there, but he didn't. So Garrett Cole steps up now. It's 6-0. Excuse me. He's throwing 23 pitches in the first inning. I go ahead and decide to steal with Pudge, and because of where the ball was placed, I went ahead and took off running home, and he's safe at the plate. Pudge gets in safe at the plate, man. 72 speed, going to third. I'm like, you know, whatever, man. I'm just trying to get the biggest lead I can. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm a firm believer in there is no score too high. So, you know, if you get the big lead, put the foot on the throat, man, and don't let up. Go full throttle on them. So Ichiro steps up here now. Now he's throwing curveballs. He finally decided to start throwing off-speed pitches, and I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Maybe he'll throw another fastball here. Who knows? Pudge gets, or not Pudge. Ichiro gets a foul tip right there on the 0-2 count. 27 pitches into the first inning. But I will say this is exactly how this card pitches for me. So then he throws one in the dirt, and what happens? Ichiro gets on first base on the drop third strike. I mean, the guy is having the worst luck first inning I might have ever possibly seen. So we take off running here and able to go first to third again because awesome animations there. So I noticed that I was probably leaning a little too far from first base. He was going to be able to throw me out. So I made the runner take off from third so he'd throw it back to third, knowing I could get him back there and move up to second base. So anyway, so we got second and third here. 2 gone in the inning. Lou Gehrig steps up for his second at bat. Pretty crazy stuff. He goes 2-0 count here to Gehrig. 2-1 now. 32 pitches into the first inning. But like I said, this is exactly how this Walter Johnson has pitched for me when I had him. I don't have him anymore. There's no way I'm using him. The Garrett Cole card, actually, after this game, I felt a little better. I don't know what this guy's doing at this point. I mean, I guess he's just giving up. But if you're going to give up, maybe he was trying to get me to run. I have no idea, man. I'm not falling for that. So it's ball 4. So bases loaded for Willie Mays. 7 runs in the inning already. Just hoping Willie can... I'm trying to hit one out. Like, I am just aiming up at this point because I'm like, why not go for the grand slam? He gets a hold of one. Not gonna have the distance, though. So that's okay. That's all right, man. 7-run first inning. A ton of pitches thrown. 7 runs on 7 hits. And, yeah. So Buster Posey steps up to the plate here to lead off the second inning for him. Start throwing sliders low and away. Testing the slider here from Garrett Cole. And he seems to be throwing it pretty well. I noticed with the Cole card that where I throw the pitches, they seem to back up from the break just a little bit. So if I aim a slider right in the bottom or the lower outside corner of the zone against a right-handed hitter, it seems to hit at about, you see where that red square in the middle is right there. It seems to hit right at the bottom right corner of it. So I think it's more beneficial to maybe aim it just a little below the strike zone itself or a little bit further outside to see if you can get him to chase. And since the slider is such an effective pitch, especially with this Cole card, that's a little tip I wanted to give you guys. His knuckle curve is pretty good. I don't throw a lot of curveballs in the game unless it's with like Kershaw. But his knuckle curve seems to be pretty good. So his controller gets disconnected here for a good little while. We're going to skip ahead until it gets back on. All right, so his controller got disconnected there for about 30 seconds. I assume most people have probably 2 controllers. If you guys don't have a second controller, try to get a second controller. I think it's important just to have one that's always charged that you can go to and just cycle through them every time. I know that may seem like a dumb tip, but having 2 controllers is a good idea. So I always keep 2 on hand. You know, it's also helpful for if you break one, because that happens to, well, some of us from time to time. So Griffey steps up here in the second inning to lead it off here. And he starts throwing curveballs again, man. So I was kind of looking for the heat, but he goes with the curve to start there. Comes up high with the fastball there, a little bit above the zone, just barely. We're trying to go with the opposite field double here with Griffey against the shift. There's been a lot of talk in the community lately about getting rid of the shift in games and making it where it's a manual choice, or if a player comes up that is a typical pull hitter, that they might start suggesting the shift for you, but not putting it on automatically. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other what they do. Even when people aren't shifting, Griffey still hits good for me, so I'm not concerned about it. But people are saying that the user should have the choice to shift or not. It shouldn't automatically default to the shift. I think that's absolutely ridiculous, though. You do have the option to turn the shift off. It takes like 3 seconds to quick pause and turn the shift off. So just do that. Lindor comes up here, though, hits a double off the wall. I thought it might get out of here, man. And look at the wide turn that Griffey takes at second base. I don't even know what he was doing, man, but I think he almost ran into left field. Maybe he thought he was going out there to play defense or something for me. But he takes the turn out almost to left field and then gets to third base. So If you guys missed that, go back, rewind it just a second and watch that. That was insane. I don't know exactly what occurred there, but anyway, back to the thing about shifts, man. Yeah, I don't understand. George Brett gets a base hit up the middle here. It's going to be a double. He's going to knock in two more, make it 9-0. I don't understand why people don't understand how to turn off the shift or how they don't. So if you're not aware, quick pause, regular pause is when you hit the options button on your controller. Okay, I think everybody knows that. That's almost every single game that's been created ever. All right, but quick pause in MLB The Show, just for those of you who aren't aware, is the up button on the directional D-pad. It can be up or down. The up button will bring up your substitution, bullpen, mound visit, or opponent's bullpen selection screen. And that one doesn't. So I try to bunt here with Garrett Cole just to try to get that run in, but he pops up the bunt, so that didn't work out very well. Get doubled up. But so yeah, when you bring that up, that'll bring up your, like I said, substitution, bullpen, mound visit, and opponent's bullpen, and you can look at that. The quick pause menu does not take away like any extra seconds from the actual pausing, from like repeatedly hitting pause. So just be aware of that. That's why it's a good thing to use. If you hit the down button on the directional D-pad, it'll bring up your defensive menu, okay? And then you can make defensive adjustments from right there in that screen. You can remove the shift from right there in that screen. Or you can hit triangle like I do often, like when the pitcher comes to bat and I want to change exactly what's happening with where my defense is set and everything. So just pay attention to that and try it out. If you guys don't use it, you always use quick pause. Very rarely should you be pausing like a full length pause in the game. So just be aware of that. But yeah, if you want to take the shift off, you can also turn off the default shift in the main menu of the game. So I don't really understand why people are saying they should have that off and it should be our option to do. It is your option to do. Main menu of the game, turn off default shift. I mean, so I don't know. I guess it was just, that was the thing of the last couple weeks that people needed to complain about. There's always something. So we get the nice attempt at a double play here, but he does beat it out to second base and he's safe there, or beat it out to first base and he's safe. So I'm not able to turn two. But so far, Garrett Cole is pitching pretty lights out. I thought he might try to steal here, man, because he needs a run. So I'm like, why wouldn't you try to get the runner in scoring position? Kind of surprised, in all honesty. I know it's 9-0. Why am I pitching out? Because I'm trying to mercy rule the guy at this point. Like, I know it's very possible. So I figured, why not? But he did take Walter Johnson out, like you guys saw just a moment ago, for Bryce Harper. And that's who we threw out at second when we were trying to go for the double play. So, yeah, aiming this slider is a little finicky with him. But that one goes right where I'm trying to put it. And we get the final out there at second base, so that works out. 9-0, giving up 2 hits so far through 3 innings. So rolling through him pretty good. He decides to leave Bryce Harper in to pitch at this point. Because I guess I don't blame the guy. I hit this pretty well, but it's right at second base there with Ichiro, so that's okay. It's so weird, man. After facing a good pitcher, it's so complicated to face a fielder, a position player that's pitching. The timing's just way off, so I don't know. But why? I guess it made sense for him to use him. It's 9-0. He's probably not gonna win at this point, and he probably knew that. So why would you waste a bullpen arm? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm not sure how Ted Williams was actually able to catch that ball with his reaction time. I figured there's no way. I'm just trying to hit a home run here with Lou Gehrig at this point because why not? It's Bryce Harper, so I figure I might as well go for it and give it the good old college try here. So he goes 2-0 here to Gehrig. I guess he's a little bit nervous about throwing to him. I'm thinking on 2-0 I might get the pitch to hit, and Gehrig hammers this, but it goes just a little bit foul. I know you can see the ball landing there, but I wasn't quite sure if that ball was gonna land or not. That was absolutely destroyed. So I figured there's no way he's gonna throw another fastball right down the middle. So I took that pitch thinking it was a little bit low. He did. He threw 2 of them actually, and then that one we hit on the ground. So I'm sure it was good timing, weak contact result, and right to the second baseman. But crazy stuff, man. I tell you what, if you guys watched the Game 7 of the World Series last night, it was a great game. Not just because of the outcome that I ended up getting from it, man, with the Nationals winning, but I got to give a big shout out and congratulations to the Nationals for winning that because they are the oldest team in baseball right now as far as age averages go. They're on the team. There's a lot of guys on that team who had never won a World Series, and to get to that point in your career, where you're playing against a ton of young kids, man, and just go out and show them all how it's done and finally get that World Series title that's eluded you for your whole career. That's a pretty cool deal. So big congratulations to them. Um, but yeah, it was a great game, man. It really was. I will say the Astros bats in last night's game honestly looked like they were getting good lineouts right to outfielders. I mean, just to put it in an MLB The Show joking reference right there, that's what it looked like, man. They were squaring up some balls pretty well, hitting them pretty good, but everything that they hit pretty well seemed to go right at people, except for the home run and that they crushed there in the at the beginning of the game in the second inning. I think it was the home run, but second or third, I can't remember. But that was a nice shot, man. Jordan Alvarez, I think, is who hit that. There we go. Maybe it was Yuli Gurriel. I can't remember who hit it. I apologize. It was late. I was tired. So, but it was a good game, man. It really was. The city of Washington D.C. went absolutely nuts. I thought it was cool that they had all those fans that showed up to watch that. This ball looked like he caught it in fair territory, but they called it foul. All the fans that showed up at their ballpark to root on their home team, and that was pretty cool, man. It really was. In the rain, nonetheless, they showed up. They didn't care, man. It was raining. It was raining beer after they won it. So pretty cool celebration. And then we should be getting a Steven Strasburg card here today as well. I'm assuming a MVP card. If you guys aren't aware, the vouchers you've been collecting for doing the postseason moments and getting those postseason packs. The last 2 weeks, you've gotten 2 guaranteed cards, choice pack postseason cards. Look at Bryce Harper get off the mound to make that play. That was crazy. So you've gotten those two cards in each postseason pack. And then the first week, I think it was for the wild card game, you actually got to choose one of those cards. I'm thinking that you're going to be able to get that final voucher today, which I know we will because they had said that in there. That'll be your 4th voucher. And then you might be able to cash it in. What I'm assuming they're going to do is make it where you can cash it in for a World Series MVP card, which would be Strasburg. He went 5-0 in the World Series with a 1.98 ERA. It was pretty crazy, man. Awesome show by him. Very humble man there. Watching him in the post game interview, accepting the award for MVP. But yeah, that was really great, man. If you guys aren't also aware, we're going to get a new ninth inning program today as well. The ninth inning program will come out right after the stream. San Diego Studios will be streaming at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's 3 p.m. Pacific Time, so 5 o'clock my time. Shortly after that, we'll get the ninth inning program will come out. And it looks like it's going to be an all finest program. We do know at the 200 star mark, there's going to be 3 finest cards available on there. I remember 2 of them are Liam Hendricks, I believe, and it was Liam Hendricks and of course Juan Soto, the goat, Goto Soto. Man, he did insane. Had an awesome postseason, an amazing World Series, and 21 years old, very impressive. So I can't remember who the 3rd card is. You guys let me know in the comments if you remember who the 3rd card is of the 200 star program. But it is all finest. I think at the 300 star program, we're also going to get 3 finest cards probably as well. It was leaked earlier in the week, or last week, maybe it was, that Acuna, DJ LeMahieu, and DeGrom were the ones that were going to be were going to be the 300-star cards for the 9th inning program. So we'll have to wait and see for that one. And then we also know that Christian Yelich, his card is going to be a finest card as well. So SDS tweeted that out, and MLB The Show from their official Twitter account tweeted that out earlier in the week. That we are going to get a Christian Yelich as the I'm assuming it's going to be the final collection reward, possibly. So that would be pretty cool if it was. I think that would be a really good one. I thought it might be Trout this entire time, but if we don't get a finest Trout, then we all know we're probably getting a signature series Trout. So it'll be pretty crazy though. A Yelich would be insane because his vision would be much higher even than the live series one is of his, and that card should be an absolute beast in ranked seasons. So a really good option to use there. Who knows, man? Maybe they'll shift on him. That would be quite interesting if they did. So he makes the change here, and I think he puts an Al Kaline to pitch, and moves Harper over there to right field. I think it's Kaline that came into pitch, but pretty crazy. And then the first pitch, George Brett just rips a double right down the line. So it's the bottom of the 5th inning here. I need 1 run to mercy rule him at this point because we're at that point in the game. If you guys don't know, you can't mercy rule someone until the 4th inning. I believe maybe it's after the 4th or it's the 4th inning. I'm not quite for sure. I can't remember which one it is. But yeah, it's 9-0. Need 1 run at this point. I'm the home team, so I just got to get this run in from second base, and I make it. Harper gets it out there. I decide to go ahead and tag up there with George Brett, and he makes it into third. Even though the ball wasn't hit that deep, it was the angle he was taking to the ball. I thought I might be able to pull something off here, so went ahead and tried for it. So I got George Brett at third base. Garrett Cole is stepping here to the plate. I'd already decided at this point in the game, I know it's only the 5th inning. If this game did happen to go the distance, he was pitching it all, man. I was resting that bullpen because I might as well. Why waste a bullpen pitcher when you're winning 9-0? Just let your starter go the whole game. And he's got enough stamina to obviously do it. So 3-1 count here to Cole. I go ahead and hit this one back to the pitcher. He throws it back to third base and gets me out. I was just trying to make him throw it home and then run back to third and make everybody safe, hopefully. That was the goal. I had to run a hit and run with the pitcher, man. It's 9-0. I'm just doing anything I can to get that runner advanced, moved up into position somehow to score. I figured why not. And he throws the next pitch in the dirt, man. And I'm able to take second base with Garrett Cole there on the pitch in the dirt. So that worked out. It was a wild pitch, not a stolen base. He comes inside there. And Ichiro takes that one. 2-1 count. He comes inside again. 3-1 here to Ichiro. Absolutely crazy. And he walks him. So I got first and second. I need Garrett Cole to score, but he's slow, so I don't know if it's going to happen. But Alomar hits the little bloop single out there into left center field. The final run, comes home and scores right there. And we go ahead and get the mercy rule, man. Game called due to mercy rule. So we beat an all-signature series team. A guy that had a winning record, not a bad record by all means. Garrett Cole pitches awesome, man. Lights out game for him. So much better than the first game that I pitched with him. So he might have earned himself a spot here in the rotation for sure, and at least to stay. But 5 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 5 hits allowed. So it was a really good game, man. 11 hits for me, 10 runs scored. And so pretty crazy, man. Griffey was 1 for 2 there with a home run, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Lindor 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. Robbie Alomar 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, an RBI, and a run scored. George Brett 2 for 3 with 2 doubles also and 2 RBIs. So awesome game, man. I mean, it was pretty crazy. It was fun to be able to do that in the first couple innings and get that many runs, because then you can play a lot looser the rest of the game. So, but yeah, make sure, like I said earlier, you guys get your comments in on this video, get your comments in on those Call of Duty Modern Warfare videos. I dropped a nuke the other day in Ground War on the 1, and then the other 2 are the campaign part 1, which is missions 1 and 2, and part 2, which is missions 3 and 4. I didn't want to do 14 different videos and just do 1 mission in each video, so we're going to do 7 different videos, and 2 missions in each video is the plan as of right now. So but you guys make sure to get your entries in for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you gain entries as well, because the winner has to be subscribed. I do make you prove it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Don't worry, just because I post other stuff still on the channel doesn't mean from other games doesn't mean that I'm not primarily a MLB The Show content creator as well. So most of the content will still always be this. It's just as it gets later in the year, you know, you want to mix it up, play something different. I'm playing the same thing for 7 months every day, 8 to 10 hours a day. So I got to mix it up just a little bit. But hope you guys enjoyed this this beat down I put down here on the Detroit humpback whales. But you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe. We will catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget, stream on Saturday and Sunday at 12 noon Central Standard Time. I will be streaming both days. The clocks do roll back on Sunday if you live in a part of the country that does roll the clocks back like I do. So don't forget that, or you might be early to the party for the stream, I guess, because they roll backwards on Sunday. But yeah, 12 noon Central Standard Time both days. Not sure what we'll be doing on Saturday for sure. Might do some ranked seasons, might do some Call of Duty. I'll send the notification out on Friday tomorrow. And then Sunday, as always, will be subscriber games. So I've got 4 opponents lined up for those subscriber games. And yeah, so hope you guys can catch me on the streams there. And hope you guys enjoyed the video today. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.